Hey, everybody. Super excited for this chat today. We are live from the TM Forum with TUPL, a company doing some incredibly innovative work in AI and automation in the telecom domain. Rafa, how are you?
Good. How are you, Evan? It's a pleasure seeing you again.
Yes, good to see you again. Really exciting times. And you're doing so much incredible work. Before that, maybe introduce yourself.
Yep.
And for those who aren't familiar, the incredible journey of TUPL.
Well, I've been with TUPL on and off for the last 7.5 years. And I say on and off because I'm one of those boomerangs. I left TUPL, went to work for another operator that starts with a V here in the US. And then I came back to TUPL because, what we're doing is really meaningful and the people that I work with matter a lot to me. But as for what I do, I'm the head of business and technology for TUPL. So I'm basically in charge for all of the Americas and all the technology and customers that we have here. Maybe, as you know, our top customer is T-Mobile, the big magenta, and they keep us really busy.
Indeed, and incredible work you're doing together. Maybe describe a little bit about some of the problems, challenges you're helping solve.
Yeah, so overall, on the technical customer care, we have solutions that help bridge that gap between what's happening with the customers and how to solve those problems for the customer at scale. In our top customer here in the US, we're deployed nationwide to solve their customer care problems, technical customer care. There are 40,000 customer care reps that are using our solutions right now. And we manage basically all the incidences and resolve up to 80% of those incidences automatically. Helping them save millions and millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars. And also on the network operations, we automate the business as usual of network operations. We have a solution, Network Advisor, which is like the higher brain of the network.
It's an amazing mission, and you've been at it for, over a decade. And enter AI and agentic and Gen AI, and you're really supercharging your solution. How are you applying AI in these complex operations?
And that's a very good question, Evan, because the way that we approach it is, we've applied more, traditional AI, to our solutions since the early days. But with the appearance of, LLMs and what we've done is use it as a new method of doing investigation with our solutions and adding this agentic layer to our solutions. But at the core, we want to keep the guardrails of our, both our customer care solutions and network operation solutions. Because if you think about it, in the world of network operations or even technical customer cares, you really want to hit that almost 100% of the time correct, right? If you're going to do, for example, a change in the network, you don't want hallucinations, right? So what we've been working really hard is in keeping those guardrails with more traditional AI, almost, in some cases, almost rules, right? And then adding that agentic layer where you can ask questions, trigger resolutions if you want to do it, but keeping those guardrails.
Also important. And give us a little color into the backstory of TUPL, headquartered in Seattle. You've got R&D in Spain, global presence and customers everywhere. How did you grow into such a force globally over the decade?
Yeah, I think if there are two things that I want to highlight about TUPL, is probably agility as a company and being close to the customers. Listening really closely to what problem we were trying to solve. And the story for TUPL is our founder, our mythical founder, which is our CTO, Pablo Tapia, had this idea early on. He was a very senior engineer, originally at T-Mobile, and he had worked in Nokia and other companies. He initially worked in a project that would create the first self-optimizing network, so the first SON solution. But he had this idea that you needed to create a platform for doing solutions at scale to automate the operations of operators at scale, right? And that's how TUPL OS, the no-code, low-code solution that we use for our applications was born, right? And of course, he also had the idea of, there's a lot of talent in Spain, a lot of telco talent in Spain. And how could he leverage that? So our company was founded in Bellevue, Washington. We got angel investors from the Pacific Northwest. But we also set up a big development hub in the south of Spain, in beautiful Malaga, Spain, which is the birthplace of our CTO.
Oh, wonderful story. And of course, our industry, telecom, is a very old industry. I've been in it 35 years, and I'm kind of a youngster, going back to Alexander Graham Bell here in Boston. But what makes your approach different than some of the traditional legacy vendors that have always kind of serviced this industry?
Correct. And I think some of the approach has to do with doing customized solutions, right? And trying to approach it as there are two ways in which you can think of this. You can create an ad hoc solution and then, think of the updates as a developer has to do it, kind of living the life cycle of the development. It can be, sprints, or it can be, waterfall method of doing this development. And it relies on the knowledge of a specific technical person that needs to be the one that is going to do these updates, or is going to update the models or the logic of the solution. But if you think about it, the agility is brought by this low code or no code approach, where we can do new root causes or even new workflows for the applications super fast, right? And I'm talking in a matter of days, right? Sometimes changes can be done by non-experts, right? So that has been kind of the secret of our success in the telco space. And the second secret that I would say is our deep telco knowledge. So we have a set of KPIs, features that understand the telco space really well. So those KPIs, if you think performance management, call records, how to analyze this and how to turn them into actionable items for machine learning models, right? And this has also been one of our superpowers, in which we are being able to put all these Lego pieces together to build applications really fast.
Amazing. And you mentioned some customers. Can you share any more stories or anecdotes about delivering really impactful, measurable results?
So, well, we are in T-Mobile, for example. We have 7 million analysis that we run for going from RAN problems to telling the customer, hey, we know what your issue is and help is on the way. We've every year we manage maybe close to 500,000 customer issues for our top customers. In Europe, for example, in Deutsche Telecom, we were selected their power saving application for their network, and we're already in 10 countries, close to 10 countries, I think, and basically helping them save energy, which is in Europe is becoming a bigger effort, and mostly because you need to use this power for other things, even to reinvest in technology, right?
Yeah, that's now a global challenge for sure. And you're at the Innovate America event with TM Forum.
Yeah.
Why is it important to be there for your customers? And what's the vision behind some of the TM Forum principles that you're helping support?
Well, TM Forum has become, and we were, by the way, we had a booth in the TM Forum Copenhagen in Ignite, which was a wonderful event. But we like TM Forum because of their focus. I think they are, we've been, for example, in MWC, and it's a massive event that you need to plan with days in advance and get all the meetings. But TM Forum is a little bit more, I would say, boutique, right? And you're able to have more meaningful conversations with, of course, prospective customers, current customers. T-Mobile had a big presence here in the Americas, and also with other partners, right? With other companies that can help you. We're trying to talk with companies like Snowflake to see how we can, improve our data collection, because some of these partners are in operators, right? And we need to connect with them. ServiceNow, companies like that help us serve as data sources for our system, right? And as far as the principles, we have aligned really well on the openness of the APIs, right? So we try to subscribe to their vision of your applications are not going to sit in an island. You're going to have to offer a way of communicating with your applications and build those APIs, and I think now in the future, these will become the agents, right? These APIs will become the agents that you can communicate with.
Yeah, it's a fantastic new opportunity, not just reshaping telecom, but other industries too. You must be looking at all kinds of adjacent use cases and opportunities as communication gets embedded into everything and anything.
Correct. Yeah. One of the interesting things is that we started this side of the company we call it verticals, but it's about things that are non-telco, but that can be adjacent to the telco space. For example, in that space, we're trying to automate critical facilities. We're trying to automate NOC, like network operation centers, which can be, they have a telco side, but they also have a generic application, right? If you think of critical facilities, all companies have critical facilities, right? And we're trying to make those operations really fast, and apply some principles of our trying to streamline those operations, to other areas. We also dive into the quality control of factories, we also have a vision product that in a very low price is able to detect problems in manufacturing, and this can be applied to electronics manufacturing, but also maybe packaging solutions, right? So that's something that we're trying to bring into the US. In Europe, we're already starting with these solutions, but next year will be the one where we would bring this big to the US and the Americas.
Amazing. Well, when it comes to manufacturing and operations and data centers, we can't just do things the way we've always done them in our current environment. Change is desperately needed. What are you looking forward to over the next year or so? You have a busy plate. What's next beyond the Innovate Americas event?
Well, for us, I know maybe I'm giving you guys a sneak peek, but our CTO is moving back to the US. I think he'll be living in the Boston area, so he'll be East Coaster like you, Evan.
Well, I'm sorry that if he arrives in December, I feel quite bad for him.
I told him I lived in Worcester, Massachusetts for a year, and I warned him, but I think he's hell bent on living there. And you cannot, a guy with so much grit, you cannot convince him.
Okay.
The goal would be to, of course, grow our business. I think in our current customers, we have a very good runway. Starting business with other customers in the US, I think would be a key factor that we're really getting close to, and bringing that non-telco automation to the Americas. I think that would be a good focus for 2026.
Laudable goals, and congratulations on so much success. You're sort of the best kept secret, not secret in telecom. I'm not sure what that means,
Yeah.
but everyone should check out TUPL and reach out to them at the TM forum or otherwise on LinkedIn and elsewhere. And congratulations, Rafa, on all the success, onwards and upwards.
Thanks, Evan. I appreciate the time that you took.
Thank you. And thanks, everyone, for listening, watching, and sharing the episode as always. Take care.
Take care, everyone.